If your goal is to control anyone, that's not realistic or healthy. What actually works is ethical persuasion, influencing people while respecting their choices and building trust. That approach is far more effective in the long run. This topic focuses on 6 practical psychological techniques to persuade someone by improving how you communicate, connect, and present your ideas. Instead of forcing outcomes, you'll learn how to understand what matters to others, build rapport, and guide conversations in a way that feels natural and respectful. When you apply these principles, people are more open to listening, agreeing, and collaborating with you, not because they're controlled, but because your message makes sense to them. Building genuine rapport is the foundation of effective and ethical persuasion. People are naturally more open to ideas from someone they feel comfortable with, trust, and relate to. Without rapport, even the best arguments or suggestions can be ignored because there is no emotional connection. Rapport means creating a sense of understanding and connection with the other person. It starts with simple things, being polite, showing respect, and having a friendly attitude. When you approach someone with warmth and authenticity, it lowers their defenses and makes them more willing to engage with you. One important way to build rapport is through similarity. People tend to connect with those who share similar interests, experiences, or perspectives. Even small common points, like shared goals, hobbies, or opinions, can create a sense of familiarity and comfort. Another key element is body language and tone. Maintaining eye contact, smiling naturally, and using a calm and friendly voice all help create a positive impression. These nonverbal signals often communicate more than words and make the interaction feel more genuine. Active listening also plays a major role in building rapport. When you truly listen to someone and show interest in what they are saying, it makes them feel valued. This emotional connection increases trust and makes them more open to your ideas. It's important to understand that genuine rapport cannot be faked. If your intention is only to influence without caring about the person, it will often feel unnatural. Real connection comes from sincerity and respect. Every person has their own experiences, beliefs, and priorities. These factors shape how they see a situation and how they respond to ideas. If you ignore their perspective and push your own viewpoint, it often creates resistance. But when you take time to understand them, you can communicate in a way that connects with their mindset. The first step is curiosity. Instead of assuming what they think, ask questions and listen carefully. Try to understand their goals, concerns, and motivations. For example, what do they want? What are they worried about? What matters most to them? These insights help you shape your message in a way that feels relevant to them. Another important aspect is empathy. This means putting yourself in their position and seeing things from their point of view. When people feel understood, they naturally become more open and less defensive. It builds trust and makes the conversation smooth. It's important to remember that persuasion is not about changing someone instantly. It's about guiding their thinking step by step. And that process becomes much easier when you speak their language and address their needs. Listening is one of the most underrated yet powerful tools in persuasion. Most people think influence comes from speaking well, but in reality it starts with listening deeply. When you truly listen, you gain valuable insight into the other person's thoughts, emotions, and concerns, information that helps you communicate more effectively. The difference between hearing and listening is important. Hearing is passive, you simply receive words. But active listening means you are fully present. You pay attention not only to what is being said, but also to the tone, emotions, and meaning behind it. This level of attention makes the other person feel respected and understood. When people feel heard, their natural defenses go down. They become more open, cooperative, and willing to engage in the conversation. This creates the perfect environment for persuasion because trust and comfort are already established. Active listening also helps you respond more intelligently. Instead of giving random or generic answers, you can tailor your response based on what the person actually said. This makes your communication more relevant and impactful. Simple actions can improve your listening, maintain eye contact, nod occasionally, avoid interrupting, and give short responses like, I understand, or that makes sense. These signals show that you are engaged and interested. Another key benefit is that listening gives you control over the conversation.